Hello, hi guys, it's Enam here, and if you've missed it, on the 1st of March 2015, Samsung and HTC laid their cards flat on the table surrounding their flagship devices, being the Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge, and of course the HTC ONE M9. So let's take a look at how both devices stack up. We're used to polycarbonate plastics from Samsung, but they've switched up the game with this flagship with Gorilla Glass 4 on the front and back of the device with metal in between. Now other devices that tend to have glass front and backs tend to be fingerprint magnets and very slippery to hold, so we'll reserve our judgment how it actually feels when we get it in our hands. On the other side, the M9 carries on the design philosophy of the M8 with a metal unibody design, but this time the M9 supports a two-tone finish with a gold banding right the way around the entire bezel of the handset and a coating that should make it more grippy to hold. Now screens, I love big screens. The S6 and the S6 Edge support a 5.1 inch Super AMOLED Quad HD display, and that's a resolution of 2560 by 1440 and a density of 577 pixels per inch. That's a lot of pixels compared to the ONE M9's 5-inch Super LCD 3 capacitive touchscreen at full HD resolution, so 1920 by 1080 and a density of 441 pixels per inch. You can never have too many pixels. Both flagships rocking 64-bit architecture in the form of an octa-core processor. Now this is essentially two quad-core CPUs lumped together. So on the S6 and on the S6 Edge we have the Samsung Exynos 7420, and on the ONE M9 we have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 810. Both flagships have 3GB of RAM and internal storage beginning at 32GB. Now on the ONE M9 you can expand that further by using a micro SD card. However, on the S6, Samsung have done away with the micro SD card slot, so you cannot expand the storage further, which I am absolutely gutted about. I don't know why they've done this. Speaking of removed, Samsung have completely sealed the Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge, which means you cannot remove the back cover and you cannot remove the battery. So they now join the likes of HTC, Sony and Apple flagship devices where the units are completely sealed. I don't understand why they've done this, because consumers, including myself, buy Samsung smartphones because they have the ability to swap out the batteries. For example, if you can't get to an electric source, you simply carry around a fully charged spare, and as and when you need it, you simply swap it out. So with that being said, a fully sealed S6 has a 2550 mAh rated battery, and an S6 Edge has a 2600 mAh rated battery, in comparison to the ONE M9, which has 2840 mAh. Cameras have also been tweaked. So on the S6 and on the S6 Edge you have a 16 megapixel shooter with the aperture f-stop of 1.9, so it should be great for those low light conditions, as well as video recording all the way up to 4K. Round the front you have a 5 megapixel shooter with that same 1.9 f-stop, so again should be great for those low light indoor selfies, as well as full HD video recording as you'd expect. Now over on the ONE M9, the biggest failure from the M8 most people complained about was the cameras. Now HTC have finally fixed this. So on the rear you have a 20 megapixel rear facing shooter with an f-stop of 2.2, as well as video recording all the way up to 4K. Thank you HTC. Now around the front you have that same 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera with an f-stop of 2.0. So that ultra pixel camera should be great for, again, low light selfies, but we'll wait and see till we actually have both devices and do our own tests. Connectivity, bells and whistles as you'd expect from both flagships. So both have NFC, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi standards A, B, G and N, as well as AC. Speaking of wireless, Samsung have also announced that the S6 and the S6 Edge will incorporate wireless charging built in as standard out of the box, which is absolutely brilliant. This should have been done years ago. And they also did touch on Samsung Pay, which is in obviously direct competition to Apple Pay and is the main reason why Samsung bought out Loop Pay not so long ago. But the key differences between Apple Pay and Samsung Pay are that Samsung Pay works with existing magnetic card readers. You don't have to swap those out to NFC enabled ones. So does this mean Samsung has already got one up on Apple? Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Over on the ONE M9, you don't have anything fancy like wireless charging built in, but its party piece is those front-facing boom sound speakers, which have had an upgrade to Dolby surround sound. And on the S6 and on the S6 Edge, those rear-facing speakers have been moved to the bottom of the device, more iPhone-esque, shall we say. Both HTC and Samsung have stated their flagships will ship with Android Lollipop out of the box. Now, Samsung have dumbed down their version of TouchWiz and got rid of a lot of bloatware. They're saying about 40% of it. There was a lot of bloatware to begin with, so I don't know how they've calculated that. But over on the HTC ONE M9, it's going to ship with Sense 7, which looks extremely customizable. So when can you pick up one of these devices? Well, Samsung is saying mid-April time, whilst HTC is saying end of March. There's no pricing as of recording this video, but if anything previously is to go by, you're looking anywhere from £550 here in the UK, and in the States anywhere from $750. Do let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Which one of these devices are you going to hold out for more, or are you going to ignore both of these and go for something different? I personally am more excited about the Galaxy S6 Edge than pretty much anything out there, but do let me know in the comment section down below what you think. If you're new and you want to tag along, hit that subscribe button just down there. It's free, doesn't cost you a single penny, and you can check out our coverage. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.